What's our objective?
I won't hold you back. Much.
Time to begin work?
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet...
Yeah! And there's so many plants! It's so pretty!
Sir Rahman.
Huh?
Do you see another?
Are you mocking me?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from King Deshret's civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have...
There's nothing to be angry about.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then we might...
Next on the agenda... No touching!
I'm going in! Off we go!
Burn!
Ha!
Oz, reveal thyself!
Ha! Ha! Ta!
By royal decree!
Ha! 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 Ta!
Midnight Phantasmagoria! Born of ice and frost.
schedule. Healthy body, healthy mind. We're way behind schedule. Access denied. This is long overdue.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Time for retribution!
Oz, reveal.
Burn!
Born of ice and frost. We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule.
Adventure time! Off we go!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
We're way behind schedule. I'm a little...
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Time for retribution!
Next on the agenda... Next on the agenda... next on the agenda?
Now that's a sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
These are King.
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and
You can read ancient King Deshret's.
Of course. Every student needs to master it.
He's not serious.
There's still something off about this place. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletons. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the...
Isn't sharing knowledge against the...
Yes. However, under the circumstance, you'll understand after watching it.
civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for Greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro...
Was that the former Dendro Archon?
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt. You've just witnessed his priest's last...
I've never heard about the surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refused to believe any of the rumors. King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization, we saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I...
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool.
Dear, my Eremites and I, what are we even fighting for?
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. I should probably go. Can't just stay.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of every... But please, give me some time. After everything...
It's not gonna be...
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's located.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow. I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your mad... sorry.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy...
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people...
That must have been rough. But he
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the... It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret. But now that that's changed, I guess we...
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back. Have a proper meal. Sino, we're leaving.
Stop yelling.
This had better be important.
Chivalry will never die.
There are still so many places for us to...
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing to... Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Quit following me. Relax. rises. Too slow. Squall and Fury.
I see everything!
No, my sword!
By royal decree!
This isn't good. Quit following me. The wind rises.
Time to work. Work
Everyone
time, no
okay?
excuse for slacking.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Let me read you a verse.
Squall and Fury. Unsightly insects.
This is so wise! Sharing my knowledge!
No slacking off.
No, my sword!
I see everything!
Leaving so soon.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Behold.
Can't run from death.
Hey!
Rain cutter! Huh?
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Not for
Squall and Fury.
Everyone okay?
Over here!
By royal decree!
Body and mind. No, my sword!
Cry loud!
Let me weave you a verse.
Let me commit it to memory! The Temple of Wisdom! Shadow Raven! Let night fall!
Over here!
I don't understand. Hey!
This was well done.
Oz, reveal thy...
Falling into the abyss.
What trinkets lie veiled within this desolate plain?
surprises.
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
Ah, don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no!
Whoa. Guys on Sino, they turned pale like they've seen a ghost!
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise...
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they
They, wanted to extract—
Don't play dumb. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain.
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry!
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis, and said the Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he asked them,
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of... Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Alhe. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, Their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom. This is but a
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god...
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that they found that at the time she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that greater... Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wit. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her.
So... this is the...
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. In these two...
Sure.
Too slow.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The 2 new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too. Really great work, everyone.
The app... Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case...
Or I can go fetch...
Oh! Paimon!
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about...
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there'll be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Raman's joined us, we'll be in...
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense.
So, everyone.
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can...
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid...
Yep! It'll work!
Don't rush. This is a big undertaking, and the plan... Take it slowly.
He's starting to read his book again!
Would you like me to lend you some...
No way!
I was joking. I know my books are far too difficult for you.
Ugh, you're still...
following me. Squall and fury.
I see everything.
Rain outlines your...
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
The wind rises. Too slow.
Ring cutter.
Everyone hold hands. By royal decree.
Behold! You dare to gaze upon me?
Hey! Make yourselves at home.
No, my sword.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. The wind rises. Upon the gale.
I see everything.
Let me read you a verse.
Squall and fury.
Oz, reveal thyself. Shadow Raven, let...
Behold! Upon the gale. Upon the gale. Know your place. You're dead.
Everyone hold hands.
Body and mind. Time to ring cutter.
Sharing my knowledge. By royal decree.
The wind rises. Bow your head.
Hey!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Rain outlines your fate.
Squall and fury.
Everyone hold hands.
Witness the power of Gua.
Oz, reveal thy...
Behold!
No, sword.
forth. Upon the gale.
Grow! Make yourselves a home! By royal decree...
Rain outlines your...
The wind rises. Know your place.
Hey! Wings of darkness, come!
Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword!
Squall and fury.
Oz, reveal thyself! I see everything! Share my knowledge!
Rain cutter!
Everyone hold hands!
The wind rises.
I see everything! By royal decree!
You dare to gaze upon me?
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Time to act. Know my sword!
Quit following me.
Everyone hold hands!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
Know your place.
I see everything! The Temple of Wisdom!
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Everyone hold hands!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
I see everything!
Know my sword.
Oz, reveal thy...
Behold. Squall and fury.
Everyone hold hands! Make yourselves at home!
Rain cutter.
Shadow Raven, let night fall!
The wind rises. upon me!
Hey!
Rain outlines your
By royal decree!
Behold!
Committed to memory!
witness the power of Gwa.
The Temple of Wisdom! I see everything! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
The wind rises. Know your place.
Everyone hold hands! Odd reveal!
Squall and fury.
Rain outlines your
Candace! We're here! Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already waiting in.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's...
Please. Wait a moment. Before attending the meeting,
What do you need?
promise me that you won't commit to anything.
What do you think?
Okay.
Behold!
Everyone's here so early! But why isn't anybody talking?
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you.
Are you ready?
Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small.
You're
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care. Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions.
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
To be honest, I feel the same. Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us.
I'm very glad to hear. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you were. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, you're welcome. And thank you for taking. Good luck.
Swallow Fury!
Sounds good. I'll go
Okay.
I'll hit them!
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah! Also, Candace
Yes, she did. But I think our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to...
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of...
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind we all have our jobs to do after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge of logistics while others will fight.
Speaking of the front lines?
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, but the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safe... Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups...
Well, being a scholar is also a high...
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same
This guy. Paimon still remember...
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting but the academia has always held a different view. They've always believed that symptoms of madness are a side. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden... The Withering, Elazar, and the sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is...
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering in the sandstorms. At least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second.
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's...
But if that's the case, what should we do? This is huge!
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole... the world for...
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory...
Where are we going?
To an Aramite base.
Wind rises. Behold!
Ah, they're here.
Huh? What?
I gave them some technical work.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use.
Aren't those devices for can knowledge extraction?
Look here.
Huh? More Ken knowledge? Are you going to...
What's that look on your face?
Paimon's a little scared, but...
That's an... Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should all... Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is the most... Now, please get ready.
You want us to record our conviction?
Yes.
Paimon...
I understand. But trust me, Paimon, this is something... Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel...
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no...
But what was the point of doing...
And that's perfectly fine. In any case...
Huh? What?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born. And this device has always supported you after all that time. What do you think you'd... A slave to orders, and that's why rules are so In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify the...
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very...
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are also...
Anyway, I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing.
Small project?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a
The wind rises. Behold!
Hey! By royal decree...
Let me weave you a verse.
Shadow Raven, let night fall!
The wind rises. Search for it. Bow your head. Quit following me.
Everyone hold hands! Sharing my knowledge!
Ray outlines your fate.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Behold! Upon the gale. Unsightly insects! Huh. You even want this? surprises.
I thought we agreed on a plan.
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of...
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you have...
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. I'll hit them.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you...
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of this. Had I known Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions...
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side.
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficient.
Seems you really do understand.
Traveler, Paimon. This is also... Ramon's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will...
Wait! How can we work with the guards?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Reebok would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies...
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I knew.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please...
Well, now that you've put it... But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace, since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendro Archon.
Okay, you have a deal.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Swollen Fury!
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia...
Ah, of course, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting?
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're
as many as Ain el Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as...
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible. And treat...
Got it! Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed? Even if that guard doesn't know, there's...
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't...
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound, no matter how you look at it. They don't seem interested in sharing the news of some...
A reasonable inference.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I'm actually... considering the power of the Akasha.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, if you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped, but things like that never happened again after we met up.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha...
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the... Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entire...
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of the... However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered... Emotions are part of our behavioral logic. But can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could prove decisive and principled. You were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled. So, in my opinion...
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive.
Is that... I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped by the past. Next time, pay attention during our...
Will do.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Great Red Sand District.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. She will be working with me. The construct next to her is for her work.
Beep! Construct, beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And,
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed...
There's no need for flattery. Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all... Any questions about the time?
None at all, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And get ready.
Behold! Quit following me. Close enough.
punch you
Hey!
Feeling lucky today?
Rain outlines your fate. Witness.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
You won this one.
I see everything! Oz, reveal thyself!
I'll be back. I'll be back. Is that all you've got?
Shadow Raven, let night fall!
Rain outlines your fate.
Hey!
Now you're testing my patience. We'll meet again.
What trinkets lie veiled within this desolate plain? I'm seeing stars. I see everything.
Let me weave you a verse.
The wind rises. Know your place. Too slow.
By royal decree,
No, my sword.
just leave her alone. Make yourselves at home. Everyone hold hands.
As you wish, main Fräulein. Squall and Fury.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
I see everything. Oz, reveal thy...
The wind rises. Bow your head. Take it and have fun.
By royal decree.
No rest for the wicked. following me.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. You have already claimed today. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Behold!
I love the smell of gunpowder in the morning!
The enemy is picking.
To me, fun is all that matters. Love and hope are the two greatest inventions.
Time to take the field.
I am the moonlight that breaks through the
enemy
darkness.
is picking.
The light.
Ready, go!
Hello, my friend.
Please ban a hero.
Always on the way.
Wherever I go,
The enemy is banning.
I will protect you. Let's make the whole
Your
world
team
green
is
and
banning.
lively.
The enemy is picking.
Gaze upon the
Your
edge
team
of the
is
void.
picking.
Onimusha has no equal!
It's my way or the
The
highway.
enemy is picking.
Everything engulfed in flames.
To me, fun is all that
team is
matters.
picking.
You got a good taste.
Wipe
The
out
enemy
all the
is
injustice
picking.
in the world.
When you gaze into the abyss,
The abyss gazes back.
I am the priestess of primal lightning,
Your team
the
is
hunter of
picking.
all the evil gods.
Demons shall bathe in their blood. The light belongs to the righteous.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed! This town ain't big enough for 2 crews. Request backup!
Understood.
Even the smallest speck of sand can become a sandstorm. I don't play by the rules. First blood. Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Initiate. You have slain an enemy. Good guys never win. Don't worry, this ain't my first rodeo. I'm coming for ya. An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Has been slain. This is a stick-up!
Gather up the turtles! Understood.
Let's show 'em we mean business! You have slain an enemy! Oh, I'm bad! An enemy has been slain! Take a dirt nap! A new gadget to tinker with. Even the brightest minds of Erudicio have to recognize my ingenuity. An ally has slain the turtle!
Thank you.
Ally has been enemy double kill! I don't play by the rules! An ally has been... Isn't starting over part of the fun? An enemy has been slain! An ally has been slain. Opener. An enemy has been slain. I'm coming for ya. Take a dirt nap. Request backup. An ally has been slain.
Gather up the turtle!
The more they look down on me, the more motivated I get. You have slain an enemy! An enemy has been slain! Enemy has been slain! You destroyed a turret! The name's Ixia. Remember it. Here comes the fireworks! Your team destroyed a turret! The enemy has slain the turtle. Killing spree! Shut down! Enemy rampage! Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. They got me. Request backup. Isn't starting over. Your team destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. Our turret is under attack. Just stand back and watch me work. Enemy double. This is a stick-up. Enemy legendary. Let's show 'em what I have been. An enemy has been slain. Request backup. Be yourself and blaze your own trail. Nothing like a good battle to field test my latest invention. What an eye opener. I'm coming for ya. It feels good to be bad. Our turret is under attack. Enemy killing spree. Enemy legendary. An enemy has been slain. Shut down. Double kill. Shut down. Triple kill. Isn't starting over part of the fun? Launch attack!
Okay.
An ally has slain the sword! You have slain an enemy! Never win. Take a dirt nap! An enemy has been slain! Launch attack! Ally has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret! Shut down! Your team destroyed a turret! Mayhem is a great one-eye opener. destroyed a turret. Initiate retreat. The name's Ixia. Remember it. Initiate retreat. The more they look down on me, the more motivated I get. This is a stick-up! It feels good to be bad. Initiate retreat! Here comes the fireworks! Ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy! Even the brightest minds of Erudition have to recognize my ingenuity. Double kill!
Good game.
An ally has been slain. Mega kill! Shut down! Enemy killing spree! Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret is under attack. Isn't starting over part of the fun? Our turret has been destroyed. One opener. Don't worry. Initiate retreat. My first rodeo. Nothing like a good battle to field test my latest invention. Let's show them we mean business! Here comes the fireworks! Enemy rampage! Enemy double kill! Initiate retreat! Our turret is initiate retreat! Your turret is under attack. Let's get back in the saddle. Our turret has been destroyed. The more they look down on me, the more motivated I get. An enemy has been slain! Be yourself and blaze your own trail. An enemy has been slain! Impressive! An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain! Enemy dominated! They got me. Isn't starting over part of the fun? Request backup! Enemy rampage! One eye opener! The enemy has slain Lord.
Let's get back in the saddle.
An enemy has been slain. Initiate retreat!
Even the brightest minds of erudition will have to recognize my ingenuity. Here comes the fireworks. I'm coming.
Under attack. Request backup. Been destroyed.
One eye opener. I don't play by the rules.
Initiate retreat.
Let's show them we mean business. Nothing like a good battle to field test my latest invention.
Initiate retreat. You have been slain. Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
Does this come with instructions? Starting over part of the fun.
Launch attack!
Understood. Mayhem is a great source of inspiration. The name's Ixia. Remember it. Just stand back and watch me work.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Initiate retreat. An enemy has been slain. Initiate retreat.
Attack the Lord. Gather up the Lord! Even the smallest speck of sand can become a sandstorm. Okay. Gather up the Lord! Attack the Lord.
Shut down. Killing spree. Launch attack.
Not so tough now, are you? Mayhem is a great source of inspiration. Let's show them we mean business.
Initiate retreat.
Even the brightest minds
Team
there
destroyed
have to
the turret.
recognize my victory!
way!
To protect her.